Okay, y'all, what is good? Welcome to my channel. This is Buddha AQ, and the AQ is for Aquarius because what a time it is to be alive, and because I'm Aquarius, and I've been showing off my coin that I remembered I had for all these videos for March, and this video is going to be the outlook for reflectors, and today is March 1st. Sorry you had to wait until March to get it, but I'm helping you out with your strategy and having to wait the longest out of all of our human design types. So let's just get into it. Let's see what's first going on behind the scenes, what's going on in your subconscious, just overall, what is going on. King of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. So there's something that you really haven't been able to give, you haven't been able to give yourself in a certain way that you like to. Excuse me. And it has caused you to kind of withdraw from yourself, if that makes sense. Just kind of give up on the things that you would really like to be doing, or the part of you that you would like to be giving to, whether that's just a person in a relationship, to your job, your business, or just putting yourself out there to the collective. It's taken away your passion to do whatever it is, or to be in whatever it is that you're in, right? So let's see what challenges what challenges are you going to face for this March when it comes to this situation of not being able to give yourself or provide in a certain way that you would like to be providing to people, or to a person, or to a job. How are you going to get that passion back? Or what challenges are you going to have to go through to, be tested by the universe to say, hey, do you really want this? You have to first still decide that you still want it, and because y'all's strategy is, to wait that whole lunar cycle when it comes to big decisions. Let me see, can y'all see all? Yeah, y'all can see all of those. All right, so yeah, it's gonna be hard for you to get. The challenges are gonna be to where it's gonna be hard for you to get to receiving things in the way that you want them to look, and how nice you want it to be, and stuff like that. And it's gonna kind of get you down a little bit, right? Because remember, this is the challenge row, and yeah, the sun is here, but this is going to be challenging to get that happy, joyful feeling, right? At first, right? Because right now, just as we saw the previous cards, you're kind of in this withdrawal state, right? You're kind of withdrawn from whatever it is. That's the mentality that you're in. You feel kind of restricted and held back, and you don't know how to work things out, or just make things work. That's actually the challenge. Whatever it is, if it's in a relationship, or whether it's a job or business or something like that, you don't know how to make things work right now, right? And that's because you pretty much you haven't been paying attention to everything that you need to look at. You haven't been paying attention to everything you need to look at. You need to look at whatever the details are in whatever it is that you're in, right? What may be the things that could be improved, what may be the things that are not working for your human design. Are you rushing things? Are you taking on too much when it comes to people, you know, because all of your energy centers are open. What is it really like? Sit in your specific situation, and you know, or if it's just one person, or if it's the job is just, or business is just too draining, or whatever it is, like really look at the small details where you can adjust those things and say, hey, you know, maybe I don't need to do this so often, or that so often, or you know, or at all, or maybe I can do it in a more efficient way that is not gonna like really take a lot of energy from me. But that's what it is. You're not really looking at the details. You kind of, you want that, you know, that feeling of happiness and joy, and being able to give yourself in the way that you were expecting to be able to, but there's certain details you're not looking at. And again, because you're a reflector, and the main thing for you to do is take time to process things and feel things out. That's what you need to do. Like really take the time, take a good amount of time to like look at the whole situation of whatever it is that you're in, you know, relationship, family, friends, business, whatever, and just like take that time to really look at the details, you know, and taking that time, and over time, oh shit, you're gonna you know, new things will come up over time, because you're taking so much time to like just be on pause for a second before you really decide to put yourself out there like that. And things are gonna come up gradually over time that you'll be able to really see, you know, okay, I need to tweak this here, and maybe I need to stop doing this here, maybe I need to stop expecting so much of this here, you know, because disappointment is y'all's not self-theme. So, you know, surprise yourself by, you know, taking that time to see, oh shit, if I really actually change this up in this way or that way, or, you know, maybe communicate differently with this person or that person, you know, I could see how this really would work, or actually like, once you realize the details in whatever it is, whether it's communication or in the way that you're, you know, doing things, routine, whatever it is, like the surprise will come when you know, finally make that change, you know, finally make that adjustment. The surprise will come, because surprise is your signature feeling, and you'll be surprised by how much it works, right? Compared to like what you were doing before. So this is, you know, going on to this road, this is guidance from, you know, spirits, spirit guides, the universe, source, ancestors, God, whatever you want to look at it, you know. And it's kind of saying like, you know, don't give up hope on it, you know, don't give up hope on whatever it is, whether it's, you know, a relationship, family, business, whatever. Don't give up hope on it, right? But you don't really have to like choose right now, right? Like you don't really have to make a choice right now. You know, you just right now it's really about waiting it out, and like I said, seeing what details need to be tweaked and adjusted, and seeing how, you know, things can work better for you. And I mean, choosing quickly, or making a decision quickly is not really your thing to do anyway, right? That's outside of your strategy, you know? So really like get as in a sense as delusional as possible as to what you want, right? And I don't say delusional in a bad way, but like really use your imagination as to what you want, because the more you know, everything is open for you, all your centers are open. So the more you stay open to like all the different possibilities, and really look at all the details, like the more delusional you are about the whatever it is, the more wild details or you know, just details that are out there that you might come up with, to make things work for you may actually just work, right? Like wow, I mean, I was being a little bit too logical and, you know, restricting myself, you know, back to the challenge road, restricting myself, that 8 of Swords. But opening myself up to being, you know, what to do whatever, or you know, see what I can do in any kind of way, actually allows me to see things that I wasn't looking at, right? And so, you know, that allows you to actually know at that point, once you open yourself up to all the possibilities, it'll be time for you to like start to implement that, right? Whatever it is that you come up with, you'll know when it's time to implement that, and you'll have the support from the universe. You're going to see things just start working, right? You're going to see things start working. You'll have the support in the universe, and you'll see the support manifest down into the physical, into your life, where things actually just start working in your everyday life the way that you want it to work. But you got to be a little bit outlandish. You got to be a little bit like just totally open to whatever's going to work. I'm open to seeing like how to make it work, right? So actually, let's move on to this next row. Just saying what physically, in this physical life, in this physical world, what physically should you be focusing on? Okay, so whatever it is, you don't need to be focusing on the way things aren't working out, or whatever way you're going about, you know, this relationship, this job, if it's family, whatever it is, excuse me, whatever it is, you don't need to be trying to hold on to that one way of doing things, right? Stop trying to fight and defend your one way of doing things, or whatever way it is that you're doing things, to try to make it work in whatever situation you're in, right? You don't need to be doing that. Like, just, again, because the more you hold on to that one way of how you were expecting it to go, is just, again, going to lead just to disappointment, you know? And so you kind of have to like just let go, right? Just let go, so that you can get the outcome that you want, so that you can get everything you want out of the situation. You know, you don't have to do anything new. You don't have to like totally change the whole scenario, right? You don't have to totally give up on what it is that you want. Like, no, you don't have to move on to something totally new and different. You just have to give up on your way of how you're looking at it, or the way that you're going about it, to still be able to get everything you want in the situation, right? And stop worrying about, you know, not if this overall thing is just not worth it, because it's worth it. You're just doing it wrong. No offense. But there's just, there's more efficient ways to be going about, like, either, like I said, if it's communicating with a person in a relationship, or going about, you know, whatever way, or whatever way that you're doing your business right now. Like, there's just more efficient ways to do whatever it is to get, you know, the desired outcome. But that outcome is still an opportunity to achieve. All right, so let's just see, how does this month, which with this first card popping out, is pretty good there. It's like, okay, like, yeah, now you're really gonna start to be like noticed in that change, that the way that you like look at the details and make the changes where they're necessary, is really gonna start to like, all right, like now you're gonna notice that how it's really starting to work, right? Let's pull the rest of the cards. Yeah, you know, all of, like that work is gonna pay off, right? That work is gonna pay off. That, as far as like not physical work, right? Because we're talking about like really just going, taking a pause and going within ourselves to see what we can do to make things work better. But it's definitely gonna pay off. Like you're gonna see like, okay, like this is the way to do it. I got it now, right? I definitely have it now. But you just want to be careful, right? You because it's going to be a new way of doing things. So you want to be careful because you can be taking on a little bit too much, right? And over time, you'll start to realize that it's draining you again. So what I'm kind of getting or picking up here is that you might need to always like be open to change, you know, or be open to, you know, because you guys have all open centers, so that's a lot of energy, right? So you need to be open to resting, you know, and healing from all of the energy that you're taking on, all of the things that you're doing. It's a lot, you know, and so certain things may start to like not work again, you know, in the way that you want it to, because remember, for you, there is no consistent energy, which is not a bad thing, you know, but so the energy that you're getting from outside of yourself and all of your centers, it's inconsistent. So you're going to see some inconsistencies with, you know, progression in whatever it is, whether, again, the relationship, family, business, friendship, whatever it is, there's going to be some inconsistencies, right? But you don't need to take that on to really like try to figure out in a way of like, how do I hold on to this, right? How do I make it consistent? Because it just isn't going to be consistent. That's just how the energy works. You just really have to be open to change, right? And so at first that might hurt a little bit, but you just need to know that like, okay, no matter what, as long as I stay open, just like my energy centers, as long as I stay open to, you know, just all types of different ways that things can be done, you know, this can be adventurous, this can be exciting, right? Like I'll always be surprised. And that's your signature, right? That's your signature feeling. You want to be surprised, and being open to all possibilities. You can still remain in the same situation. You just need to always be open to the, you know, the possibilities that things can be done in different ways, you know, as they need to change. And that's the way to make the situation that you are in, or whatever it is that you desire for yourself, or, you know, the way you want the relationship to go, or what you're trying to accomplish in your business, in order for it to receive, or in order for you to achieve the desired outcome, it's just always be open to change and be open to any possibilities on how it can work. And you'll get there, right? It's just going to be a little hard and a little bit of work for you to like get into a pattern of that, a pattern of change. But once you're there, it's going to work. Like you're going to know exactly the timing that when, okay, I'm starting to notice a pattern that when it's time to change, these type of things start happening. And so I need to switch it up a little bit, be open to some new possibilities to make this situation work. And that you're going to start to catch on to, and then it's going to overall be something that's you've mastered on how to get what you want in the situation or out of the situation. And so to me, yeah, it might seem like some work, especially, you know, internally, but hey, you know, you still get exactly what you want. So now, if you want to follow me on any social media, my Instagram is at buddha.aq. Facebook is just like the YouTube, buddha.aq. If you would like any crystal jewelry, I have this little piece right here that my daughter left on my table that I made for her. This little Aurora opal. You can follow my Instagram business page at Eagle Vision Crystals. Same thing on Facebook, Eagle Vision Crystals. Or if you want to get something straight from the website, eaglevisioncrystals.com. But until then, till the next reflector reading, peace.